Hello, everyone out there in quarantine land, and welcome back to the wine room. It's Friday night, so welcome to another edition of what we are going to call Friday Night Flights. We may not do this every Friday, but when we do, we'll call it Friday Night Flights just for the hell of it. A couple big things have happened since the last time we saw you. The first one being, I got a haircut. Thank God for that. I was about to go full on mullet. More importantly, the biggest thing that happened was we took a trip to California, drove out there to move our youngest son, Chris, out there. He is now gainfully employed in Oceanside, California, so yay, Chris! On the way back, we stopped in the Grand Junction area. We didn't have a chance to go to any wineries because, well, most of them are closed except for curbside pickup, so we couldn't do tasting anyway. But we did stop at a wine store in Grand Junction, and that's where we picked up tonight's first wine, Buckel Family Winery. Buckel wine, this is a Colorado red wine 2015, fermented 18 days, aged 22 months in French oak barrels. I really don't know anything about the Buckel winery. This was our first experience with it. I've heard of it, and that is it. So I really don't know what to expect. We bought this. It was a really cool label, so we went with that. You know how marketing goes. Labels work. Let's see what we've got here. For 2015, it smells surprisingly young on the nose. A little green, so I'm curious about that. Let's see. I don't get so much green on the palate. More on the nose than on the palate, definitely. I get red fruits, assorted red fruits on the front. Mid palate, interestingly enough, I'm going to say canned or stewed tomatoes, almost like a marinara sauce. So I think it'd go great with Italian. Just kind of that, I don't know, it's a little acidic. It's got a very dry finish. That's right. I think reminds me, the acids in it remind me of a tomato sauce. Maybe even a little bit of cherry reaching into strawberry on the finish. Let's move along. We're going to go next to a 2010 Spero Cabernet Sauvignon from Spero Winery right here in Denver, where you can find Lisa and I pouring once a month, during regular times. Now that is what a red wine should smell like. That is big, full, smoky. A lot of fruit on the nose, plums. A much more full-bodied, silky red wine. Being a 2010, it's aged wonderfully. That's going to be great with this spread that we have in front of us here. Take a sip. We're going to finish today with Lisa's pick for this Friday and for this meal. We're going to go with a 2018 Bookcliff Winery Riesling. Bookcliff is in Boulder, which I'm sure you know. Lisa is a big fan of their Riesling, and I have to admit, so am I for a sweet wine. On the nose, Jolly Rancher Green Apple. I'd say it loses some of that real sweetness. The Jolly Rancher Green Apple is super sweet. It's going to be a little less sweet than that on the palate. It's definitely sweet, but not overwhelming. More of a Granny Smith apple, mid-palate. And then it finishes big apricot. I'm thinking canned apricots, and if you were to bottle the juice that the canned apricots come in, it's not as viscous, as thick as that, but it's definitely got some thickness to it. It coats your tongue in just a velvety, luscious sweetness. Very good. I'm not a big sweet wine fan, but that's great and will be terrific with some of this blue cheese in front of us here. So I just want to say thanks for watching, and we hope to see you all in the local wineries soon when things get back to normal. Until then, have a great night. Cheers.